Welcome back to the Dean's Corner. It's great to be with you again one more time. Today we have two of our great students from the MBA program. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, but I just am impressed by the opportunities that they have achieved in the MBA program. So Jessica, why don't you tell everyone who you are and what you've been doing for the last 2 or 3 years here in the MBA program.
Yes, sir. Hello, everybody. My name is Jessica Davis. I'm a prospective MBA graduate. Over the past 2 years while in the program, I've held various leadership positions. I'm a member of SUMBASA, where I also held the position as parliamentarian the year 16-17. I've had various internships, one Blue Cross Blue Shield of Louisiana, the City of Baton Rouge Department of Human Resources, and now nationwide in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, very good. We're so proud of you. Demetrius, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself as well?
Well, I'm Demetrius Carter. I am the former president of SUMBASA. I, too, over the past 2 years, kind of held a couple of different positions. Right now I'm working with creating a feasibility study for the city of Baker and also CATS, that's the Capital Area Transit System. And right now I'm currently a prospective MBA graduate as well. And
so I guess May 11th has some special meaning to both of you. Is that correct?
Yes.
Very special for me. It's actually my birthday as well.
Oh, congratulations then.
Thank you.
So our students are doing quite well in our MBA program. We also have our insurance program, insurance concentration, that we've developed at the undergraduate level. We recently received a $460,000 grant from the Louisiana Department of Insurance. And these two students are actually going to be going out to Ohio with nationwide on an internship in the insurance program. So we hope more or less to expand that program and highlight that program and the support we've received from the Louisiana Department of Insurance. We can't say enough about them. Also, just to kind of update you, 2017-18 is coming to a close, but we've achieved a lot of great things during this year. We were reaffirmed for our AACSB accreditation. So I want to thank all of you out there that helped to support that activity and that program. It is only through being AACSB accredited that we're able to achieve the great things that our students are achieving in our program. So we always need your support and investment in students like we're interviewing here today. Jessica, tell us a little bit about your strategy in terms of the internships that you have been involved in. I know you've had 3 internships.
Yes, sir.
And I think that's something we probably need to expand on in the MBA program. So tell us how you achieve these internships and what can we do to improve the opportunities for students in the program as far as career opportunities and internships.
So I just say capitalizing on the career fair, actually using the resources on campus, your LinkedIn account, actually being vocal on those social sites and actually reaching out to those people in various hiring positions. Also, throughout the program, I feel as though we could increase engagement when people come on campus, potentially holding workshops, actually getting that one-on-one engagement with the student and the corporation, actually letting that student know they're welcome and not just getting presented to, however, turning in resumes on site or actually business card or exchange of information right there.
Okay. Now, when you came back from your previous internships, how did that impact you as far as being in class? Did it help you to realize that these classes are important in terms of actual application on job sites?
Yes, sir, definitely. In most of my courses, I'd hear words, let's just say model the way and human resource management, or different financial terms that I had heard either on the job or in class. And after having that internship opportunity, I was kind of able to merge the two. So I took what I learned in class, actually implemented it on my job, or vice versa, and I was able to merge those two together.
Okay. But Demetrius, you have 2 concentrations on it.
Absolutely.
You want to tell us a little bit about that?
I'm currently concentrating in supply chain and also human resources management.
Okay.
I graduated my undergrad in marketing. I wanted to kind of move in toward a customer relationships management role.
Okay.
So I thought that getting a concentration in human resources will put me closest to that. And also I feel like me being more of a people person, I want to kind of to move into more of a human resources side of customer relationship management.
Okay. Now we hear a lot today about teamwork. And I know you have an athletic background, right?
Absolutely.
So what could you transition from the athletic arena into business?
Business is a contact sport in my mind. I feel that A lot of the opportunities that I had on the field kind of took away from some of my opportunities, probably attaining some type of assistantship or anything like that over the summer, because we had practice and things of that nature.
Okay.
So I took advantage of a lot of the opportunities, almost like I would do in football, kind of like, reading the field and looking for opportunities like the one that I created with the city of Baker, almost like an experiential learning type of deal. And I was able to almost create my own internship in a process, and I learned how to actually hold a feasibility study, having real in-depth strategy meetings with the CFO and the CEO of CATS, and being able to create a stronger relationship between the city of Baker and CATS, and some of the projects they're trying to get off.
So you got to learn how to be a team player.
You have to learn how to be a team player. Absolutely.
So what other skills have you guys really found in the MBA program to enhance your career opportunities? I mean, we talk about teamwork, we talk about communications. We added the communications class, and did that help in terms of helping you to understand more about the professional development side of the curriculum?
Yes, sir, definitely. The communications course helped me a lot. I was kind of a shy, introverted person coming into the program.
Like you, huh?
Yeah. I actually still have it a little bit, but I remember Dr. Ray recording this as we spoke, and she said I said like. She actually recorded it on the board one time, how many times I said like, or even just body mannerisms, the self-hug, or things that show you're uncomfortable. So it kind of helped me identify, my weaknesses and kind of, improve those. So in an interview, I try to appear more comfortable or confident. Whatever the, however I'm feeling, I just try to, do my best at that present time in spite of my emotions.
Okay. So you guys have been involved in Sumbasa. I think you've also been to the National Black MBA Association meeting. Can you talk a little bit about that? I mean, what opportunities have you found here in the MBA program that you feel are best practices as far as getting students prepared for career options in life?
Almost going back to what Jessica spoke on, it was just the situations that we were placed in class that forced us kind of deal with self-awareness and really looking to, being honest with ourselves about our strengths and our weaknesses in a professional selling, and then being able to, social intelligence, being able to put other people around like Jessica who may be strong where I'm weak at, and learn from those instances. I think moving forward, when that pertains to things like the National Black MBA, there's a lot of things like case competitions that a lot of people probably have never done before, and those are instances where they can kind of, work on some of their weaknesses as well.
All right. So tell me this, what would you tell your counterparts in class now that you're about to leave? What message would you like to give to them in terms of them taking full advantage of this program?
I definitely say you represent your brand through your name, how you carry yourself, through your work ethic, and whatever you do or present, it's a part of you. Throughout this program, you learn a lot, and if you take it and you capitalize on it, you'll definitely be able to expand your brand and just become a better person coming out, and that's mentally, emotionally. If you give it all you have, you'll get the product in which you desire. So
our listening audience out there, I hope you're underscoring some of these points, because we also want to recruit people into the program and want you to understand what we do with these students to make sure that they are well prepared to go out more or less and be competitors in the corporate sector of the marketplace. Demetrius, what would you add to that?
To kind of go along, what Jessica was saying, I would say this your MBA is, personal to you, and you should be able to not only take the things that you're learning inside of the class, but look outside of the classroom as well, and look for opportunities to grow as a professional, as a person. A lot of the things that some of the employers that, recruit here come and they speak about is being your authentic self in a workspace, but also being a professional in the workspace as well. And a lot of, kids kind of have problems transitioning in that aspect. So really find yourself, take the advantage of the MBA to be able to do things that you normally wouldn't do. And
Okay. So you guys are going to be in Ohio, I think.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about being outside of your area here in Louisiana? You know, some of the things that people say is that, you know, we come down and recruit students from Louisiana, but they don't want to leave the gumbo, they don't want to leave the etouffee, they don't want to leave Mardi Gras. So are you guys going to be able to handle being in a different culture?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. I'm a Chicago kid, so
okay.
I'm eager to get back to 6 inches of snow.
Okay.
I can't lie, I'm going to miss the gumbo. But I'm definitely looking forward to the opportunity.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, you know, I don't know, and I think, Demetrius, I think you know Brandy Goree.
Yes.
She was a student here in the MBA program, and really have to thank her for basically pushing nationwide to come here and to recruit students in our program. When they came in the fall of 2017, they basically said, we came because Brandy said we had to come to Southern University because we have the talent here at Southern University. So you guys have a reputation to uphold once you get there. But we don't want you to forget about us, because you'll always be a Southern University MBA graduate, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
So you basically are ours, and we hope more or less you can go there and continue to establish the relationship that Brandy has established. Now tell us a little bit. I think you didn't actually go on, didn't make the interview here, but you basically created your own interview process. Tell us a little bit about that, Jessica.
Yes, sir. I actually sat in on Mr. Manning's presentation that he gave on Nationwide. He spoke on his HR position, and so, like I said, I'm an HR management concentration, have an HR concentration. So I actually went on LinkedIn, signed into my account. I had very few friends, but I made sure he was one of my friends. I reached out to him via LinkedIn, like I said, through a message, and he replied to me. He asked for my resume. I followed up with him through email, and then we set up a phone interview, and then after that we did a video interview. And so he extended that opportunity to me. So it's very important to keep those social relationships also. And when people say their name or leave their card or their information, definitely check into that.
Now, Demetrius, with your two concentrations, so are you going to be involved in human resources, or are you going to be involved in IT supply chain? How are you going to be situated?
They both will be a branch from human resources. One of more front office type of work, and the other one is going to be dealing with information systems, dealing with the human resources. So just creating, assisting to create programs to kind of cut some of the lag out of the communication.
Okay. So you guys are going to be having real projects that they are going to want some return on investment on. I mean, do you feel you are prepared for the challenges that they're going to present to you? Are you confident that you have all the skills and all the exposure that you need in terms of this particular opportunity?
Absolutely. Definitely feel like that we have everything we need, more so because of the grit and the perseverance that we learned here at Southern University.
Okay.
Maybe
because they're going to ask you the hard question, because now you're going to have some alphabets behind your name in terms of being an MBA, and so they're going to say, well, I mean, I don't have an MBA. Let's give the MBA to solve this problem. So you think you're prepared to do all that? And
definitely.
What courses have been the courses that you really think have advanced you in terms of understanding what you need to do and be able to do out in the real world? I know you indicated communication, so you've got to be able to communicate.
Right.
And we all talk about critical thinking skills, ethical leadership, and being aware of a global environment. So have we been able to expose you to all these particular things that we say we're going to expose you to?
Yes, sir.
And what about the IT skills? Are you going to be able to understand, or have you had any courses with SAP or anything of that nature?
Yes, I'm actually finishing up my last SAP course right now.
Okay.
And I should be getting certified in SAP
very good.
moving forward. But a couple of the courses that's kind of helped me was the Human Resources Law course with Dr. Jackson, and also this Business Strategic course, which is pretty much a summation of all of the aspects of the business being combined together. Really forces you to think about things a little bit more intrinsically. And also this marketing management class as well, to be able to research things at a level that you didn't really, that you don't really look at on the surface.
Okay, so certifications may be quite important in
Right.
terms of your overall career advancement. I know we talked a little bit about maybe we need to do a little more for human resource certification, things
Yes,
of
sir.
that nature. So if you had to do it all over again, would you do anything different? I mean, you've had 3 internships. I really want to compliment you on your aggressiveness, and your
Thank
original background was not business. Is that
Right.
correct? So someone out there who does not have a business background, Jessica is an example of a person that came in from criminal justice, I think it
Yes,
was,
sir.
and really more or less excelled in the business disciplines in terms of she took the foundation courses and came through, and so you came. How long have you been in the program overall?
A year and a half.
A year and a half. So you've done all that in a year and a half.
Yes, sir.
That's somewhat remarkable to come through in that process. So,
Absolutely.
Demetrius, what about your process into the MBA program?
Being a student athlete was a little bit different. A lot of my time was dominated with athletics, and I was
Mhm.
also the national president of the
Mhm.
Student Athlete Advisory Committee. So dealing with things,
Okay.
matters in that area as well. But time management was a big deal for me, and
Okay.
also being able to build relationships with people here.
Okay.
Coming from a sports background, it was a little bit different dealing with 600-pound, 6'6", 360-pound lineman, and having
Right.
a conversation with someone who's in a different environment, like Jessica Davis, who thinks a little bit different, sees the world a little bit differently, has a little bit more experience in ways, and being able to kind of, so to speak, catch up, via my relationships.
Right. And I guess one thing we want to say to both of you is that we have a lot of experienced professors here in the college, as you know. And so if you have some problems out there, you might always want to call back to some of us if we can help you in any of your problem-solving issues there. I know that hopefully you'll have a mentor there.
Yes, sir.
You've already contacted and reached Mr. Manning, who's the
Right.
vice president, and so and also Brandy is there, and so you really have a team already on the ground, ready to help you succeed. So we look forward to you all coming back to Southern University, to the College of Business, and more or less making sure that our students are aware of what their potentials actually are. Because sometimes the students don't realize how far that a MBA, a business degree, can take you. I mean, we're among the best of the best business schools on planet Earth. I keep saying that because to be accredited by AACSB International, and when the reviewers came down in the fall, they were very nice to us, but at the end of the day, they wanted to know, what are your students learning? What can your students do? How are you placing these students? And so therefore, to be an AACSB accredited business school, we have to show more or less that we are engaged, that we are innovative, and that we're having an impact in terms of the community in which we serve. And so I don't think you have to be ashamed or afraid of anybody in terms of the school that you're being graduated from. Because you are in a quality business program. We want to teach you to be global leaders, and we spend the resources to make sure that we can get this job done. Otherwise, AACSB would not put its seal of approval on our business program. We also are a premier chapter of Beta Gamma Sigma. And so with Beta Gamma Sigma, that means if you're in the top 10% of the undergraduates, top 20% of the MBAs, then you're inducted into that particular honor society. So we're happy to be a part of Beta Gamma Sigma. We send our students to the Global Leadership Summit, and we make all kinds of opportunities available to our students. So you out there in the audience who are watching this broadcast, you can be confident that your support of the College of Business is a support that is well invested, so that we can have students like Jessica and Demetrius be a part of our alumni in the future. And so we want them to remain connected to Southern University. We want them to remain connected to the business school, and to always come back on Homecoming Friday and tell us what you've been doing and how well you're doing out in the corporate world. Do you have any other things you'd like to say? I think we're running close on our time here. Anything you'd like to say in terms of communicating to the audience, Jessica? Any final points?
No final points.
No final points. So in other words, to be successful, you just have to do all the things that you've continuously done while you've been here in the program.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Demetrius?
You have to be able. You have to be. I don't. It's a little different for me.
Okay.
Not necessarily continuously doing the things. Just don't be romantic with your end goal, and be willing to reinvent yourself on the way there. That's important. I think that going with self-awareness and understanding who you are as a person is a big deal. Moving forward in business and in life.
Okay. So go ahead.
I actually have something.
Okay.
I say definitely in business you have to be adaptable. Opportunities will come that you weren't even prepared for ever. I never thought about moving to Columbus, Ohio, even temporarily. But when the door of opportunity opens for you, you have to be willing to go through that hurdle or jump that, opportunity and, get there and place yourself in a position in which you like to be. So be optimistic, be adaptable, and just give yourself those opportunities in which you deserve.
Yeah, and being in the insurance industry, which you will be a part of, that's an industry that's becoming much more important because people more or less today have to be well insured, and you will be working in human resources in terms of claims adjusters and various other people that will be hired. So I think you're going to be in a wonderful position in terms of the career option that you have chosen. So we want to make sure that everyone is aware that at Southern University we produce quality graduates. We want others to come more or less to recruit our students, and we want more or less to continue to be one of the premier colleges of business within the HBCU community as well as within the general community in society. So we continue to produce these type students. So you out there who are looking for quality students, think about Southern University College of Business because we have been doing this since 1937. And we're proud of our heritage. We've had a great level of success with our students, our accounting program, our finance program, our management program, and our marketing program among the best programs here at Southern University. Our faculty are highly dedicated and professional. So we are a win-win in terms of you coming here and participating and being enrolled in the College of Business. We're working on new programs, new options, and so we continue more or less to evolve to produce quality students for the state of Louisiana, for the United States, and for people on the planet Earth. We want to make sure that we are relevant and we are productive in our overall processes and programs. So I thank you for listening to us. I want to thank Dr. Ray behind the camera for putting this program together. And I want to thank all the individuals in the MBA program and the undergraduate program. We're going to be celebrating Professor Darby. She's going to be retiring at the end of this semester after about 48 years of service. And she's really done an outstanding job in terms of the accounting program and promoting our College of Business. So we have a lot that we can be proud of at the College of Business at Southern University. So thank you very much, and I appreciate you listening to our message. And tell others about opportunities here at Southern University. Thank you, and goodbye.